Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I changed the name of my channel because I'm going to be featuring more of what I'm doing. For example, I'm going to share with you how I'm helping to raise my 2 grandchildren that I live with. I'm going to share hydroponic gardening with you. I'm going to share with you some exciting traveling I'll be doing. Things I'm going to be doing to improve my health. I'm going to share my houseplant jungle in my bedroom, and the doctors can't stop me. You guys know I'm going to be back out there doing my container gardening at the spring of the year. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Okay, everybody, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's currently about 44 degrees, but the high is going to be around 65. I'm excited because I want to do some work in the food garden outside of my daughter's house. I'm on my way to the doctor's office just for a regular checkup. They wanted me to come back in today to make sure my blood pressure and everything is stable. And when I come back from there, I'm going to get my granddaughter Bria and my grandson Brian to help me outside with some of the cleanup, some of the things I wasn't able to do. And when I get back from the doctor, I will videotape that and share with you guys. Okay, I'll be right back. Back from the doctor's office, and I got a good report. My blood pressure is almost normal, and so I don't have to go back to see any doctor during the Christmas holidays. So that's a blessing. I'm going to go inside, get my grandchildren, then we're going to go out in the back and do some cleanup. All right. Okay, everybody, we're outside, and I'm going to pan around and show you what's going on in the garden because it hasn't been worked in a while, but my daughter did move some things around. We decided that we're not going to be growing anything this winter. We'll start off fresh in the spring. So right now we're cleaning out all of the pots. That's a 25-gallon pot that we were growing okra in. Don't pull up the onions, just pull up the okra. Okay? On Sunday, we harvested tomatoes and peppers, and I'll insert them in the video and share with you how much it was, considering it was neglected. Right over there were sweet potatoes, Brian, but they've been neglected. Let's see if we can harvest some. Usually we harvest humongous sizes of sweet potatoes. In the description box, I will leave a link to some of those videos to share with you what we are accustomed to harvesting. But life happens, and we just couldn't do it this year because of my illness. But we're going to leave the small sweet potatoes on the garden bench and let them harden off. And I promised Brian and Bria that I'll make some, candied sweet potatoes with what we do have. We're blessed. Hey guys, we got a few more days that we can grow peppers, but this time last year we got a freeze. So while I'm feeling good, I'm gonna have Brian to pull all these peppers out. Pull them out, Brian, because we harvested what we could. I don't want freezing weather to creep up on us like it did last year, and then we had to work really hard to try to cover everything up. So I thought it would be in our best interest to harvest what we could and pull everything up and get everything ready and prepped for the spring. And that way, we just get a fresh start. Right here, guys, tomato plants, we're going to pull them all up, and some basil, and we're going to pull this up. Doing an excellent job, Brian. I see you tackled the big one last after you got the little ones out. Made that easier, didn't it? Good job. Wow, guys, look at the roots on that. Isn't that okra? Wow. Look at this, guys. Isn't it crazy? Marigold seed somehow got on this retaining wall, and there was enough soil to feed it, to let it grow and to bloom. Wow. Here's some lettuce seeds that germinated in just 2 days. I'm going to show you. They're real small. I hope you can see down in here. Let's see. Right there. And right here. And these are a few days ahead of the other ones. Okay, so I just want to share with you that I take off the plastic domes and let them get some air so they can start hardening off and, and reaching for the light. Now over here, where I have these little flat domes, that's how I could distinguish them. I only put the little flat domes like this as compared to these a little bit higher. This is where the stevia is. So I have, let me see if I can aim real good. You can barely see it, but they have come up, several of them. I have 5. And I took the domes off of them as well. You can see the little seed head right there, that split. Now, what I'm going to do is, I bought this little seed pod grow anything kit. It's by Garden Cube, and it has some little stickers on it. And so I'm going to take a sticker, and I put ST for stevia, because that's, one that looks kind of like lettuce until it starts to, grow bigger. So I'm going to take these loose, and I'll be back and show you what I did. Okay, so for now, I just took this little sticker and I cut it into smaller pieces and just put an ST on it so I can make that last a while. And so this is a stevia plant here, and here's one also over here. And then I have 1, 2, 3 more to go. But I can distinguish them because, well, for one thing, the caps are off everything except these 3. Okay? I'll come back in a few days if these germinate. Stevia seeds can be a little finicky. I got them from Baker Creek. They came in an envelope with another sealed Mylar seed packet, and it was only 12 of the seeds. You drop some when you're trying to, start some seeds. So I got at least 2 in each one of these. Okay, so I'll come back and let you see what happens. Very quickly, let me just tell you one thing about this garden kit. Inside of it, you get your sponges, you get the domes, and of course, you get the grow baskets and some stickers. But what I like about the stickers is that the adhesive on it adheres very well, because I moved one from here to over here and it was difficult to get it off. Unlike the Arrow Garden stickers, it doesn't have a lot of adhesive and it comes off real quickly. Easily, I should say. just compare and contrasting the systems with you. I'm going to do a video on all three of the systems eventually, and I'll tell you what I like and dislike about all of them. It's been a few days since I showed you the stevia, and I'm doing I'm moving in closer on the video to show you that every one of them have germinated at least 1 or 2 seeds. I'm sorry about it being so shaky, but I want you to see that all of them have come up. Trying to go a little slower so I don't make you dizzy. And there you go. So you can see it from here. Most of them contract like this. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Even this one, you can't see it close up, but it's, there we go. They all have all germinated. So I've got them labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what I'll probably end up doing is putting them in this system, the garden cube, because of the fact that I can raise this light up real high. Because my experience in growing stevia has taught me that they can get pretty tall, but I will be pruning them too. Now I'm gonna go over here and show you all of the red robin cherry tomatoes came up. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to trim them. I'm going to cut back each basket to have only one. So here's the garden cube. And you can see already I've been moving some of the plants out of here. But I'm going to show you this. The reason why I like this system so much is because of this light. I'm going to go up slowly so you can see it. And then you can tilt it, 45-degree angle or straight up at a 90-degree angle. And so I'll have a lot of height. So I'm pretty sure the stevia is going to go here. Now what I'm going to show you is the red robin cherry tomatoes. Now this is a tiny Tim that I moved over here because I need them to grow up and, be under this type of light, right? So now that these are up, and that's why I put 2 or 3 seeds in each one, I'm going to come in here and cut this one off. It won't continue to grow because it won't have enough nutrition from the leaves from the seed pods. So I'm gonna cut out the weakest one. That one's leaning, so I'll take that one out. I'll take this one out over here. Being careful not to cut the other one. Look like this one is growing a second set of leaves, so I'm gonna cut off this one. And there's a little bitty one there. I'm gonna cut off it. I'm gonna cut that one off later. I'm gonna take the smallest one over here and cut it off, if you can see that. Yep. And I'll pick them up later, and that's it. Now all of them won't be in here because it's gonna be too crowded. So I'll move a couple of them over here, which I already did. See this one right here? I'll cut this one off. And I think that's it for now. And I'll come back and show you the growth. But my tiny Tims are looking awesome. It's a bad leaf there. When it was getting too much light, I'm gonna try to pinch it off. Yeah, I did. Okay, I'll be back, guys. One more thing. This is 50% distilled water in this sprayer and 50%, half and half, of 3% household hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. So that makes it about 1.5%. And the reason why I made this up is because I made the mistake of putting some water. I was just experimenting. I shouldn't say a mistake. I was doing an experiment, and I took this Orzorka water, bottled water, and it wasn't distilled. I poured a little of this water on top of the seedlings that looked like they were dried out because the light was too close, and they started growing a little algae, or I wouldn't say it was a fungus. I think it's mineral built up. That's what it is. And I've been spraying the top of it, and that's been taking care of that. Now, don't confuse the little fuzz that you see right here going up the stem of the plant. Don't confuse that with fungus. That's just little roots. If this was growing in soil, I would cover the roots up to right here. But this root, this stem is getting real sturdy and strong. So we're gonna be having some fruit from these tomato plants very soon. So I'm trying right now to put only one in each system. I hope I shared something that you can use with your hydroponic gardening. So going forward, I will only use the distilled water if I'm going to give my plants a little drink, at the top of the basket. And I will continue to use half tapped and half distilled water when I fill up the gardens or when I add more water to it. So here is where I took 2 of the seedlings out and put them in other systems. And so that's why I have this covered up. I'm getting ready to go to the doctor just for a checkup. And when I come back, I'm going to add some more seeds into the peat sponges and get them started. But for right now, I just need to go back and collect my little tomatoes, seedlings that I cut off. Okay, I'll be back. Here's a look at my house that I sold that contained a food forest in the backyard. The people renovated it and did a wonderful job. As you can see here, they took out all the garden beds, but whoever rents it, they're going to have a nice food forest as far as fruit trees are concerned, because they left the ones that were growing in the ground still there. Here's a view from the backyard. They put new siding on the back and new windows. That door my brother put in is still there. Here's a view of the front door. They kept that, but they put 2 new side panel windows there in the living room. And here's just a view where you can see they put in new storm windows. And that's a gas fireplace that I used to really enjoy. Right here is the dining room area that leads out to the patio. And again, they put new window panes in those doors. They completely remodeled the kitchen with new cabinets, appliances, subway tile, new countertops. They really did an awesome job, and that's new sliding windows over the sink. So they put in a new dishwasher, microwave, and a new stove. Here is the laundry room area, and they put a new window there. Those are the original cabinets. They just painted them, so that's a good thing. Now, this room was my daughter's room, and eventually, after she went off to college, I turned it into a test salon in my home. They did a really good job renovating that. My late husband did a good job, too, of renovating that garage and turned it into a room. Here is the ensuite. It's very roomy, has beautiful tray ceilings that I always loved. And they remodeled the bathroom here. They put in another vanity and a walk-in shower. Here is the room my daughter grew up in. And it's a nice size room. You can't tell from the pictures. Coming up next is an even larger bedroom. New windows in this room as well with the built-in bookshelves. This is the room my sons grew up in. And here's a picture of the second bathroom my children shared. It's really huge. You can't tell by the picture, but it's a really large bathroom. And here's just another view of the house. If you want to rent this house, it is renting for $2,500 a month plus deposit and fees, and you can call that number. Well, guys, this concludes my video today. I was going to add a little bit more to it, but you guys know me. If you've been with me for a while, I don't like long videos. So in my next video, I'm going to share with you more hydroponic gardening, more stuff that we did outside, as well as I'll feature some of my house plants, because I have a jungle in my bedroom, and I'll show you how I decorated the room at my daughter's house. Thank you for watching, everybody. You can know that I love you. Bye now.